Hello students, good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Already what we discussed.
Ma'am, that question on application
Did
of
you
study.
have the question? One question I discussed and the other one I gave you as exercise. Did you try that?
Ma'am, can you explain again, ma'am, first question? I didn't get
First
it.
question. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, here it is asked that find the minimum number of timetable, that is time period, such that we can offer these 6 courses. Okay, and no student should be means common in those courses which are taught at same time. Okay, so what is happening here? We will find a graph, and how we are forming this graph by taking these subjects as vertices. Okay, and whenever some common student is there, these are connected by an edge. Okay, so for example, this LA and S, these there is a common in between. A taken both, no? That's why there is an edge. Okay, like this, we will draw this graph. Okay, for this one, there will be C3 between MA, LA, G. Same here. It is already drawn over here, so no need to draw again. Then GLAAC, there will be C3 connecting this AC, LA, and G. Then AC, LA, and S, there will be one more C3. There will be an edge between G and AC. There will be C3 connecting GT, graph theory, model algebra, and LA. Linear algebra, graph theory, and S, there will be again C3. And C3 for connecting these, and one edge from here to here. So we'll draw a graph, and this is the graph given. We have drawn it. Okay. Now these vertices are representing the different subjects, and this S is denoted what? There is some common student between these two vertices. Okay, these two courses. So we find that the minimum number of time period will be given by minimum coloring. Minimum coloring is the chromatic number of this graph. Okay, and try to find the minimum coloring for this graph and you will get it. Okay, so minimum coloring we got as chromatic number for this graph we got as 4. So we need 4 lectures, or you can just say 4 time slots to offer these 6 courses, such that every student, whatever it has taken, whatever it has opted for, he or she has opted for, he can attend all the that is all the courses whatever he has chosen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt? Yes.
Ma'am, I have a doubt why we are finding the chromatic number and not getting one.
Okay, chromatic number, why we are connecting this with the chromatic number? Chromatic number is the minimum coloring, and minimum coloring, why we are using over here coloring, whenever 2 vertices are adjacent, we are getting the different coloring. Or you can just say, whenever 2 courses are adjacent, whenever 2 courses have some common student, then these are taught at different slot. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
And first we will find the minimum coloring, and minimum coloring is given by chromatic number. That's why we found this chromatic number. Okay, because we wanted minimum, na? here. See, there is no problem if we can note this as in 6 hours, right? At one slot, this one, second, this one, third, this one, fourth, this one, fifth, this one, sixth, this one, right? But that will be wastage of time. Minimum, we can use 4 hours. We can utilize only those other 2 hours in some other activities, right? 4 hours we can use to offer these courses. Okay. Still you have doubt? Yes, Ashutosh Ranjan?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Clear?
trying to. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are trying to. Okay, tell me where you are doubt. Again the same doubt. Chromatic number से related.
मैम मतलब हम लोग जो ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट है उसको एक साथ बिठा रहे हैं, उसके बाद फिर जो ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट होंगे उसको एक साथ बिठा के मतलब ऐसे शेड्यूल किए हैं टाइम.
No. These students may not be taking all the courses, na. For example, A class attend करेगा only linear algebra and statistics की, okay? B class attend करेगा modern algebra, linear algebra and geometry. And C same. B and C can sit together, right? In all the classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now D will attend geometry, linear algebra and advanced calculus, and like this. Okay. So
Yes.
We need to fix these courses. We need to schedule. हमें एक timetable बनाना है college का. Okay. So that these 6 courses are offered in the minimum time. Okay. अगर 6 hour 6 lecture में होगा तो कोई problem नहीं है क्योंकि 6 different courses है, 6 hour में पढ़ा सकते हैं, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But we want minimum ना, such that parallelly हम उन courses को चला सकते हैं. For example, this is here there is modern algebra going on, and here can we this is 8 to 9. Suppose 8 to 9. Can we schedule linear algebra 8 to 9 again? By looking at these students, you can just tell me. In the same, that is parallelly, can we offer this that is modern algebra and linear algebra? Means same, it may not be 8 to 9, means to say same time slot. Can we offer these? अगर ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है तो स्टूडेंट बी एंड सी है ना, वो वाले एक ही क्लास को अटेंड कर पाएंगे, राइट? आर यू गेटिंग इट? आइदर बी एंड सी कैन बी any student who has taken both the courses can attend only one.
Yes, ma'am.
So this
दोनों करना है उन लोग को अटेंड.
Yes, दोनों करने हैं.
अच्छा.
So this have to be in some other time slot. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So other time slot में कब होगा? जब different coloring से color करेंगे. We are using coloring over here. See, this graph we have drawn. Whenever some students is common in any two courses, they are adjacent. Okay. These are adjacent means एक student common है यहाँ पे, एक या at least one student is common. Okay. These are adjacent, and this is adjacent. If there is C3, then in every 2 courses of this C3, some students are common. Okay, so C3 के कोई भी course एक slot पे नहीं चला सकते, right?
Yes, ma'am. अलग slot fix करना पड़ेगा.
Yes. So this C3 and same for this C3, same for this C3, same for this one, and same for this one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we are just saying by using coloring, whenever two vertices are adjacent, can we use same color? Same color means same slot.
No, ma'am.
No, we cannot use same color. So we have to use, if we are using first color, here second color. Means this course, if we are offering in one time slot, then this have to be in some other. Got it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we have to find in such a way this minimum coloring, so that we are getting minimum coloring, or you can just say we are having minimum number of lectures. Okay, clear? कम से कम टाइम में ज्यादा आउटपुट मिले, ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why chromatic number we got as 4. So all these 6 courses can be offered in only 4 different lectures. Okay? And how? जो भी सेम कलर से कलर किया जाएगा वो वाला सेम टाइम स्लॉट पे पैरेलली चल सकता है, बिकॉज सेम कलर से जो भी कलर कर रहे हैं जो वर्टेक्स, दैट कैन बी दैट those vertices does not have any common student. Okay, for example, first color we are using over here, and first slot for linear algebra we have fixed, and कोई ना कोई student हर any that is common है किसी भी these two, okay? So linear algebra की independently चलेगी class, okay? Parallel में कुछ नहीं चल सकती. Got it? कोई class नहीं चल सकती parallel में. Second is second we are using this one, that is second slot में हमने fix कर दिया advanced calculus. So ये वाला भी second में नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि common student है. Statistics भी नहीं हो सकता, common student है, right? या तो modern algebra चल सकता है या फिर graph theory चल सकता है, right? Because advanced calculus और modern algebra and GT में कोई कुछ भी common नहीं है. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's up to you. You want to take modern algebra, then take it. Otherwise, we have fixed that graph theory and AC in the second slot. कि parallelly ये चल सकते हैं. Okay? यहाँ पे AC चल रहा है, advanced calculus, and parallelly we can offer this graph theory. Then third one, this one, because this is adjacent with first, second both, and here second, so we can use the third one, right? Third time slot में चल सकता है statistics, right? What else? Modern algebra and GT. Anything out of these two. So you can select anything. If we have selected modern algebra, we cannot select as this geometry. Okay, so statistics के parallel में क्या चल सकता है? Modern algebra. Okay, and this one, geometry is adjacent, means यहाँ पे common student modern algebra से भी है, linear algebra से भी है, और advanced calculus से भी है. Means तीनों class में कुछ भी means किसी के साथ भी parallel नहीं हो सकता ये geometry.
Then fix another slot.
Yeah. Then we need to fix some other slot for this one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have fixed over here. So fourth slot is for geometry, and first was for linear algebra. Okay. So like this, you can form the timetable, right? Now got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, again, just read this question. These are the courses given. 10 students indicated these courses. Use the graph theory to determine the minimum number of time period needed to offer these courses so that every two classes having a student in common are taught at different time periods. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So now अगर एक चीज और दी हुई हो यहाँ पे कि फर्स्ट लेक्चर स्टार्ट हो रहा है 8 to 9, next is 9 to 10, then 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, then 1 hour free, or you can just take 1 to 2, then up to 2. So because maximum number of courses are 6 only, right? So 6 hour हो सकते हैं, okay? 6 lectures हो सकते हैं. So I can also ask that what will be the earliest time up to which these classes will be finished? ये courses of yes
4 hours.
four classes में तो हो रहा है. So out of these one, any one can fix 8 to 9, either this one or this one, this one, right? Suppose we have fixed LA 8 to 9, okay? Then next में ही हम parallelly चला सकते हैं ये वाला 9 to 10, right? Then 10 to 11 and 11 to 12. So what will be the earliest time? 12. 4 lecture ही चाहिए ना?
Yes, ma'am.
So on the same way, you can now just read this question and tell me. यहाँ पे time और दे दिया, okay? अगर time ना भी दिया होता, तो they can just ask that how many slots, minimum number of slots needed to finish this exam, okay? So third, I think 8 or 10. How many? Yeah, 8 courses and 8 students are given. And 6 time slots are given. Okay. So use graph theory to determine the earliest time on some day. ये time दिया हुआ है इस Monday का, that all 8 students can finish their exam if 2 exams cannot be given during the same time if some student is taking both the exam. Obviously एक नहीं appear हो पाएगा अगर same time पे कर दिए तो, right?
Yes.
So the possible time periods are given as this one. These 8 students and courses are taken by these students are given as this one. Advanced calculus, differential equation, linear programming, then geometry, again linear programming, modern algebra, graph theory, statistics, topology. I think these much, yeah. So these are how many? 8 courses and 8 students. 8 different courses are given. So what you will do? Just draw the graph first. How you will draw the edges? The relation is whenever common student. Yes. So as every student, each student has taken 3 courses. So there will be cycle formation, right? Between these, that is C3 between these, C3 between these, C3 between these, and so on. Okay. So taking the courses as vertices on if common student, then adjacent. Draw the graph. Minimum number of slots for each examination can be given by chromatic number of the graph, right? Find the graph H and then find the chromatic number for that graph. And suppose 5 chromatic number आता है, 5 नहीं आएगा वैसे, 4 आएगा I think. So 5 आता है तो some exam can be fixed in the slot. Next exam, next exam, next exam, next exam. Then If 5 is the chromatic number, then answer will be up to 7, we can finish it, right? If it is 3, chromatic number is 3, so up to 230 we can finish. Okay. If it is 4, 445 we can finish. Clear?
Ma'am, 5 to 7.
Is it 5? Again check it. Is it 5 or 4? Okay, let me draw the graph.
Ma'am, 4.
4, right? Graph
Yes,
is looking like this. There is cycle formation between these, and these. Chromatic number we got as 4. So that is your minimum number of exam slots. Okay. So in first slot we can offer these LP and topology, right? We're coloring by the same color. One color number 1, color number 2. So 2 we cannot use here. 2 we can use here. What else? 2 we cannot use here. This one. We can use 2 over here or here. That's up to you. So here we have used 2. So these LP and that is linear programming and topology are parallel exams, right? And done. We can take third one as modern algebra, and parallelly this to this everything is done. This one. Anything else? This one also we can use 3. No, we cannot use 3 is adjacent with this, right? This is adjacent with, this one is adjacent with 2 over here, 1 over here, 3 over here, right? All these 2 over here. So this one we how to use 4th. Clear? So LP and topology. So this should be topology as well. First lot, LP and topology. It is not necessary you have to fix this 8 to 10 LP and topology. It's up to you. Okay, you can write this in first load, this in second load. Doesn't matter. Okay. So these red one slot, blue that is green one, second slot, and this light pink, this is third slot, and this light green, this is fourth slot. Okay. So the earliest time to finish these exam is in which slot? This slot. So time is 4:40. Okay. Any doubt? Yes. Am I double? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is proper K coloring. Proper K coloring I already done na? K colorable graph. Yeah. When we say optimal coloring, any coloring is, which coloring is optimal coloring? For example, for this graph, we can, how many vertices are there? 8 na? So minimum we can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This much number of coloring exists, proper coloring exists for this graph. So which one is optimal coloring? Optimal means we are asking for minimal over there. Okay? Minimal coloring. Corresponding to chromatic number, right? So if any graph is K chromatic, or you can just say this one is 4 chromatic. So this 4 is your optimal proper coloring. Okay? Got it? Next one is color critical. This would be
If the graph that is a C8, then optimal coloring is 2, na?
yes, 2. Any even cycle, this is 2.
Okay, ma'am.
Optimal coloring means we want minimum. Just यहाँ पे लिख दिया है, doesn't matter. Chromatic number we are having minimum coloring ना. So we want to use minimum number of resources. That's why that is optimal for here. And whenever maximization thing, that is in case of profit or something else, whenever we want maximization, so optimality for that case it will be maximal, okay, or maximum, whatever we are doing, okay. But in this case, minimal is optimal, okay. Got it? Color critical. A graph will be color critical or key critical, you can just say, if every subgraph, if you take every subgraph, any subgraph of G, that is your less than K chromatic. Okay? Clear? Clear? If graph is given as K chromatic और कोई भी subgraph उठा रहे हो इसका G का, G is given as K chromatic. Okay? You take any subgraph of G and that is your less than K chromatic. Means chromatic number H ka always will be less than chromatic number of the graph G. Okay? Or you can just say less than K. Understood?
Yes.
So, can we say even cycle is too critical? Even cycle is too critical. Yes? C4 you can take it, C6 you can take it. Too critical होगा? Chromatic number तो 2 है, right?
No, ma'am.
No, it will not be too critical. Why?
Ma'am, if we take P3 from that.
P3 or P2 or P4,
Yes.
any path except non-trivial path. That is except trivial path. Any non-trivial path if you take it, then what you are getting? Chromatic number of that graph is
equal to that of original.
But we want every subgraph of this C4 or every subgraph of this G have to have less than 2. What about odd cycle? So even cycle में तो होगा नहीं, right? हर केस में ऐसा होगा. Means there will be P2, P3 existing, and we have the chromatic number is equal to the chromatic number of that graph. Odd cycle में
C3 में हो रहा है. Now it is there.
So what do you have? Chromatic number for C3 is 3. Can you give me any subgraph of the C3 such that chromatic number of that subgraph is equal to 3? Does there exist any subgraph?
No, ma'am.
No. So for all the subgraph of C3, for all subgraph, roll H, subgraph of C3, chromatic number of H is strictly less than 3, right? Either it is 1 when you have only vertices, right? Or it is 2 in case of K2, P3, right? The chromatic number is either 1 or 2, not equal to 3. So can we say odd cycle? C5 is also working like that. C5 may say be, if you remove one S, it will be P5. P5 is what? 2 chromatic, right? And all the graphs are also 2 chromatic. And 1 chromatic if you take only vertices. Okay. So every odd cycle is 3 critical. Can we say it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because there does not exist any subgraph, and any subgraph means any proper subgraph that should not be equal to C3. Here you can say C3 is the subgraph of this one, so this equality should be removed. Okay, C3 is also the subgraph of this one, right? So any proper subgraph it should be. There does not exist any proper subgraph of G such that its chromatic number is same as G. Okay, that's why we can say this is 3 critical. Can you give me one example of 1 critical graph? 1 critical means chromatic number this graph का 1 है और all the subgraph have less than 1 critical. What did I write? Yeah. Then 2 critical. And then 3 critical. In general, N critical. Give me one example of 1 critical.
K1.
K1. Tell me the subgraph of K1. Proper subgraph of K1. There does not exist any proper subgraph, right? So,
Yes, ma'am.
Means all the proper subgraph satisfying the condition. So K1 is 1 critical. 2 critical? 2 critical?
And P2.
K2, P2?
Yes, ma'am.
If you take any proper subgraph of these, that will be 1 critical. What about this one?
Every odd cycle.
All the odd cycle, as we discussed just now. So odd cycles. Odd cycle में K3 भी आता है, right? So K3 in particular. N critical. There may be some question like that. Give one example of the graph that is 100 critical. You need to think about it, right? So in general, it is N critical. Tell me.
K1N.
KN. KN.
Kn.
One.
K1N is your 2 critical, not 2 critical. Chromatic number 2 है उसका, right? K1N.
Okay.
And its proper subgraph also have 2 chromatic numbers. So that is not critical graph, or you can just say 2 critical graph. Okay. Kn will work because maximum number of adjacent vertices in Kn only exist, right? So n will be the chromatic number for Kn, right? And even if we remove one edge, then it will be strictly less than n, right? Chromatic number will be any proper subgraph of this one. If you take it, then chromatic number of this one will be strictly less than n. Understood? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is, we have discussed about alpha, alpha dash, beta, beta dash. Tell me about that. Alpha is associated with? Yes? Anyone? What does this mean? Revise नहीं कर रहे हैं ना? अभी quiz आने वाला है. When is our quiz? 6 or 7? 7 ना? I think.
On 9th.
9th? ये 9th को कब पहुंचा?
हम छुट्टी दे दिए ना बीच में.
Okay.
गैप आ गया था एक दिन का हर एग्जाम के बाद.
Okay. And what about midsem? Any information?
No idea, ma'am.
No idea. Okay. So midsem syllabus will be, I think, up to chapter 5, or it may include अगर ज़्यादा late होगा तो 6.1 as well. So slowly करेंगे, ठीक है? क्या? Alpha. Alpha, alpha days, beta, beta days. Anyone? Out of 59 students, कोई तो होगा जिसको याद है? Yes. Okay. Tell me about independence number. कौन सा alpha, alpha dash, beta, beta dash? Maximum number of independent vertices.
Ma'am, alpha.
Alpha. This is your independence number, right? Alpha dash related to
Edges. Maximum independent edges.
yes. Maximum independent edges. That is also matching, right? Maximum matching. Beta. Beta and beta dash are minimum. And what minimum?
Vertex cover, and this is for
Vertex cover, this covers all the edges, right? And edge cover, this cover all the vertices. Clear? Don't get confused between these. Vertex cover means what set of vertices that cover the all edge set. Okay, and this is the set of edges that cover all the vertices. Now, one more symbol is added, that is your omega. And what does this omega mean? We have discussed clique, maximum clique. What was it? Clique. This was the set of
adjacent vertices.
Set of pairwise adjacent vertices. And maximum clique is your omega. Okay? So this is maximum number of independent vertices, and this is your maximum number of pairwise adjacent vertices. Okay. So this is your clique number. Maximum size of set of pairwise adjacent vertices. In this graph, can you tell me omega? Denoted by omega of G.
Ma'am, 3. Ma'am, we can take cycle. What is said the cycle?
C3 exists. So whenever maximum C3 exists, or you can just say K3 exists, K4 does not exist, K2 exists, K3 is not there, then it will be 2. K3 is the subgraph of that graph, then it will be 3. K4 is the subgraph of that graph, but not K5, then it will be 4, right? So in general, if Kn is the subgraph of that graph and not Kn plus 1, you cannot find any Kn plus 1, then maximum how many pairwise adjacent vertices? N. Okay? So always look for Kn type structure. So in this one, K3 exists na? C3 exists, not K4. So omega will be 3. Understood? In general, Pn, Cn, Kn. So we can discuss it. Pn, Kn, Cn, Kn complement. Yeah. For Pn, tell me omega. That is clique number. For P1, it is 1, right? For n is equal to 1, omega is 1, right? Yes. For n is at least 2.
2.
Always 2. For P2, it is 2. For P3, again 2. Again 2. So you have K2 is part of this one, but not C3 or K3, right? So omega will be 2. Okay? For Kn, it's very simple. N. For this one, for
Ma'am, for
एक नंबर थोड़ा समझा देंगे.
clique number.
Yes, ma'am. Omega.
Okay, omega in any graph. If you take the pairwise adjacent vertices and maximum number of that pairwise adjacent number is denoted by omega, clique number. Okay, clique तो हमने discuss किया था, pairwise adjacent vertices.
Yes,
set,
ma'am.
right? And maximum that set cardinality is denoted by omega. Okay. So in this one, how many pairwise adjacent vertices maximum?
2.
2. If I take this one, yeah, the vertex is present, right? So trivially, it is 1. In this one, maximum pairwise adjacent vertices. These sets can be any, that is, the number of these sets can be any. Okay, there can be, for example, this one with this one, this one with this one. Okay, you can take A, B, and B, comma C. So there is one set, this one, another set, B, comma C, right? 2 clique exist.
Yes.
Okay, 2 maximum clique exist. What is the cardinality? That is your omega. What is omega over here? Can you take ABC? Is this clique? A, comma B, comma C.
No, ma'am.
No, this is not a clique. So what is cardinality maximum over here?
2.
2. So for Pn, for P4 again 2. So for Pn it will be non-trivial Pn, it will be 2. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
For Kn, because every two vertices in Kn are adjacent, that's why जो भी n है order, all the vertices will form clique, right?
Yes, ma'am. Click.
So n.
N.
Yeah. Cn.
Then for n less than equal to 3, it will be n, and for n greater than 3 equal to 2.
N greater than equal to?
n less than equal to 3 के लिए
Okay, less than क्यों ले रहे हो? 3 से start ले रहे हैं ना? Simple.
Okay,
For
yes ma'am,
simple
yes ma'am,
cycle.
yes. For cyclic. Yes ma'am.
Yeah.
And 2, it will be 2.
It is 3 over here. And yeah. Here it will be 2, right? C3 तो K3 बन रहा है, right? Every two vertices are adjacent. In C4, maximum 2 vertices are adjacent, right? At a time, right? This one we can take. No other one. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, right? If you take C5, again, K2 is part of this C5, but not K3, right? That's why maximum clique number is your 2. What about K in complement?
From 0.
0 or 1? अगर मैं वन वर्टेक्स ले लूं K2 कॉम्प्लीमेंट में A B, is this form a clique? We're not having any other vertex ना. अगर होता तो देखते, right? Adjacent है या नहीं. If we take B, trivially clique. If we take both vertex, this is not a clique. Clear? इसीलिए यहाँ पे K1 में it was 1. Okay?
Ma'am, how C3 is omega 3?
C3.
Yes, ma'am.
Because its structure says कितने maximum pairwise adjacent vertex है. AB, B comma C, C comma A. Can we take A, B, C at a time? All these are pairwise adjacent.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why maximum ले रहे हैं ना ओमेगा को. So maximum 3 हो सकते हैं.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
So in general, this one, right? And whenever K3 you find and K4 you are not able to find it, means K4 is not the subgraph of that and K3 is the subgraph. Or in general, somewhere KL, where L is the order of this complete graph, is the subgraph of G, but not KL plus 1. Is subgraph of G. This is not the subgraph. Then what will be the clique number?
L.
L. Okay. Next is, for every graph, chromatic number is at least omega of G. Why is it so? Yeah. Tell me, why is it so? Okay, chromatic number, what it denotes? What does it represent? Xi of G. This one, corresponding to minimum coloring.
Yes,
right?
minimum proper.
Minimum coloring. And omega of G is your maximum number of pairwise adjacent vertices. Clear? और जो भी pairwise adjacent vertices हुए, कम से कम उतने number of color तो चाहिए, right? Clear? For example, in this case, what is the clique number of this graph? For this one, it is 3 pair 4, right? So if these are pairwise adjacent, then हर एक vertex के लिए कम से कम उतने number of means different vertices, different color चाहिए हर एक vertex के लिए जो भी clique में present है, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No vertex of this clique can be colored with the same color. That's why at least इतने number of color तो चाहिए, right? That's why chromatic number have to be at least clique number. Okay? Because K4 present है, इससे ज़्यादा vertex भी present हो सकते हैं. So K4 को color करने के लिए properly we need 4 vertices. Okay? और vertex होंगे वो adjacent होंगे सबसे तो then we'll see, right? So at least equal to number of pairwise adjacent vertices, that is clique number. Okay? Because whatever the maximum clique, these vertices require distinct color. Okay? Now try to prove this one. Chromatic number, yeah, this you can always remember it, greater than equal to omega G. And there is one more lower bound. This is the lower bound, right? For chromatic number. And one more lower bound is n by alpha. N is your order of the graph and alpha is your maximum number of independent vertices. That is your independence number. Yeah. Why is it like this? N by alpha. See, alpha, corresponding to alpha, there will be a set, maximum number of independent set. So, जो भी वो set है, इसकी cardinality alpha होगी, right? Corresponding cardinality will be alpha. These alpha can be colored by the unique color, that is by the first color only, by the same color, right? Because independent है तो adjacent नहीं है. Clear? Suppose there are 4 independent vertices maximum. So maximum कितने हो सकते हैं? Color. To color these. One color can be used. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Minimum 1 color, maximum 4 color. So we want minimum. Chromatic number is associated with minimum color, right? So we can use 1 color to color all these, right? So at least, look at this now. Yeah, each color class is having how many? Is an independent set. Okay, each color class means जो भी same color से vertex color किए हुए हैं, right? So we can use same color to color at most how many vertices? This much number of vertices, right? So we need n by alpha at least. Okay, total vertices इतने थे, at most इतने को color कर सकते हैं same को. So at least how many number of minimum number of color we need? N by alpha. Are you getting it? Or we can prove it in some other way. I think time is over. So other proof I can give you in next lecture. Or can I can tell you. You just try to prove. Chromatic number is, suppose chromatic number is your K, or let it be, okay, chromatic number is K, and with the color 1 there is a set M1, that is M1 is the set of independent vertices. We are coloring it by first color. M2 is set of another, M2 is another color class. Okay, M1 is first color class, M2 is second color class, and so on. How many color classes we can have? K number of color classes, right?
Yes.
Are you getting it? Color kitne hai minimum? K na? So how many maximum number of color classes can have? K color classes,
K.
right? And what can be the maximum cardinality of M1? Maximum cardinality of M1, maximum alpha na?
Yes, ma'am.
So in general, Mi, M2 also alpha, M3, Mk alpha, right? In general, it is for all cardinality, it will be less than equal to alpha each. Okay, for all I. Now, these are the color classes, means these are partitioning VG.
Excuse me,
Okay.
madam.
Yes.
Ma'am, I am Devashish sir, and right now I am
Okay,
having
sir.
my class. You already
Okay.
crossed around 3 minutes of my time.
Oh, okay, sorry, sir. Okay, I will explain in next lecture. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.